Oops.
Welcome, everyone, to episode 172.
172. Whoop, Jesus. Too many things going on. Cocktails with Keith. That's Keith. I'm Kristen.
Cocktails with Kristen.
Hold on. I'm going to pull it up on my thing
So
I can see who's on.
One, it's obviously a sweatshirt Monday.
It is. It's so dreary out.
It's cold and, as my mother would say, raw outside. Today, we have music playing in the background. We're going to probably lean in the future more so to potentially not doing a big intro.
Mm-hmm.
We'll see. At times we'll change that.
No one knows.
Yeah, but this is just so we can post these things to YouTube.
Or else we'd have to ask permission from artists if we're playing their
right
songs.
now there is music playing in the background. We do not own the rights to that. So if you can hear it and you understand it, that's not us playing it.
Which is why we need a theme song.
Mark Lane, Ray.
Or several theme songs.
Yes, I would like a couple of different...
Switch it up.
Yeah, because at times you could be like, beep, beep, and press a button that comes in like something else.
Beep.
But we're looking for 15 to 20 seconds of theme music, original made music, that you, the guests and artists, will provide for us.
Please.
Yes. All right, so today we are here. We did the Gibson on Friday, which was Amy was making that drink. The Gibson was a cocktail that is essentially a martini, but with an onion instead of an olive. And therefore, as a result, after watching that, I think we started watching it on Friday night, the
Queen's Gambit.
And the mother in that drink, which we don't even know, maybe she eventually does the same thing, drinks Gibsons over martinis because she likes the onion. She thinks it's more refined.
She says it's a more refined vegetable than the olive.
Yes.
I don't know if I believe that, though. I feel like an olive's pretty refined.
I don't know. It's really pungent.
I don't know. Maybe because white looks like pearls or something. Maybe that's why she thinks it's refined.
I think it's a more subtle flavor in the drink.
I like the olives more.
I guess it really depends on the brine and the amount of juice. Anyway, we're digressing here. We're going off on the
just saying
talk of some good onions and olives on a nice Monday. News and notes and updates. Lily's soccer team remains undefeated, with various members of CWK that their children are also on the team. So congratulations to all of us, including you and your children and Lily. They are 4-0 right now in this winter-fall indoor league.
Doing good so far.
With an upcoming battle this weekend, battle of two undefeated teams, 4-0 versus 4-0. So we will play Drake-it this weekend and see what happens. But either way, they are improving as players.
Yep. And me and Mark and Michelle obviously know that the reason why you're winning is we get to drink beers at halftime.
We play soccer at the Tingsboro Sports Center.
So you're welcome.
And they have a couple of sites, and both sites have a concession stand and snacks and everything. But they also sell beer.
But it's not even like crappy beer. It's like good beer.
So as I'm over there molding the youth of America into fine young women, this one and the other parents
we're doing our part.
Off to the side, having a couple of wobbly pops while we're out there
just
battling.
One. Okay. Halftime. It's the only reason they're winning.
So, raw day, Lily's team successful, music's playing, we didn't say we owned it. But, as we know, today is a day that will forever live in infamy of history.
We're not doing a question?
Oh yeah, we got a question. I forgot, I did have a question for you.
He's only been doing this 172 times.
I forgot sometimes. What is your favorite breakfast muffin?
Breakfast muffin?
Yeah, now don't just blurt out something.
Cranberry orange.
Sheesh. For people that are stumped on this, a lot of times we ask these questions. Usually the people that are over there sometimes are like, oh my god, I don't know what, I can't even ask this. By the way, anyone who thinks that I'm impersonating you, I'm impersonating all of you. But sometimes people get overwhelmed by that kind of question. And so, for example, a lot of breakfast muffins, I like a nice corn muffin.
Corn muffin.
We like blueberry muffins, cranberry orange muffins.
My favorite is a cranberry orange nut muffin.
Banana nut muffins.
I like nuts
bran muffins.
in the muffins.
So
chocolate chip muffin. Amy's apparently 7.
Yeah, Amy wants a lollipop after she has her muffin in the morning. But I do like a chocolate chip muffin. It tastes nice. I think that is just a dessert
not
treat.
A fan.
It's not necessarily a breakfast thing, but fine.
It's a muffin.
My choice is corn muffin, but I don't want corn in it, by the way. Those places that are supernatural that want to put pieces of corn in it.
Oh, like actual kernels?
Yuck. None of that. That's disgusting. Do not put the corn in the muffin.
Nice jiffy.
Jiffy muffin.
It's like 97
But you
cents.
want it a little bit bigger. I want a big, huge muffin. I like it grilled. A lot of people who know me like
lots of butter.
that I like to have it as an appetizer at breakfast when I go out to eat.
English muffin. That doesn't count.
Who said that?
Mike O'Neill.
Mike, you
No, like a real muffin.
There's a reason why
An
you like the
English
Yankees.
muffin.
Who would ever say an English muffin is your breakfast muffin? Friggin' idiots. This is what I'm dealing with. No,
Anyway.
no, I'm talking about a dessert muffin. A sweet treat muffin.
Sweet treat muffin.
Yes. Anyway. A lot of good answers out there. I appreciate thinking outside the box, but I also
No.
don't like that.
Sweet treat muffin.
Yeah. So anyway, mine's a corn muffin. Yours is a cranberry orange.
Cranberry, orange, walnut.
Now, it does exist. We bought it from multiple places, so it's not like she's just making this up.
No, when I was a
Obscure,
kid,
weird muffin.
my dad used to, there was like a bakery in town, and on Sundays we would go to church and then past the bakery, and I would always get one of those muffins. Or a cheese Danish. Oh, it was so good.
That's also not the answer. What's he saying? What's he complaining about?
I have them at breakfast time, so it's a muffin.
I have
False.
them on the side of my plate with corned beef hash. Or you have it on the bottom with Eggs Benedict. Okay, anyway. So we're moving forward. We're going to make some drinks today.
What's the date today?
Today
Is the day
that will forever
live
in
infamy.
I thought you were going to finish this.
I thought you were.
Today, we're not celebrating so much as understanding and appreciating.
Memorializing?
Yeah.
Remembering.
Memory? Pearl Harbor Day. It's Pearl Harbor Day.
So
December
we're
the 7th.
making
What do you think we're going to make?
a Pearl Harbor.
We're going down
Look at that.
again, sometimes people think that I have drinks way in advance. I used to. Over the summer when we used to do 6 days a week, sometimes I'd have 4 or 5 already lined up for the week. This morning I told her what I was going to make for a drink, and then I mentioned to her what today was, and then we're like, oh yeah, crap, we're going to make
We
the
should
other
probably
drink.
do this.
Because this is the kind of thing someone says, oh, you should have done this on that day. For once, we're actually doing
it.
We're doing a drink like this that
Woo!
exists. So tell us about our Pearl Harbor.
Pearl Harbor is pretty simple. It is 2 ounces of vodka. It is 1 ounce of Midori to make it nice and green. And 4 ounces pineapple juice. You garnish with a cherry for a nice contrasting color.
Right, and so...
It's also, by the way, green and red, so it's a little holiday-esque.
Yeah, but the green is more like Slimer than Christmas.
Yeah, it's less, yeah.
So tell us a little bit more about this Pearl Harbor. We're not getting into any details of political, military things, but go ahead.
We should.
It's bringing people down.
But we're memorializing, I don't know. The Pearl Harbor cocktail is named after the U.S. Naval Base in Honolulu, Hawaii. The cocktail is a delightful combination of tropical fruits when you are in the mood for a vodka cocktail.
Quick question, trivia to all of you. What year did the movie Pearl Harbor come out with Ben Affleck and Josh Hartnett?
Oh, like a wicked long time ago.
Okay, what's your guess? Mike and Amy, they're the only 2 people I know that are on because Kristen hasn't informed me of others. But if there are others on as well, what year did that
Kelly.
movie come out?
Alexa, stop. Amy's yelling at us for listening to music. My
Is
apologies.
it too loud for her?
Because you can hear it the whole time.
Oh, see, you can't understand the music though.
Just saying.
What
year did Pearl Harbor the movie come out?
Yeah. Give us a guess. Once there's a guess thrown out from one guest on the line, you give your answer. We need one answer. Someone throw an answer.
I'm going to say...
You give your answer then, because no one wants
some
to play.
early 2000s. There's a lag, dear.
I'm impatient.
It's an understatement. Mike O'Neill says 2005. I was going to say 2003.
2001 is the answer.
Jesus.
2001.
It's like 20 years ago.
Starring Ben Affleck.
Yep.
Josh Hartnett.
Yep.
Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yep.
But who's the lovely female that was in that movie?
I can picture her face.
She is quite delightful. On Friday specifically, I was making a
Yeah.
big deal of her.
Shit, who was it?
Kate Beckinsale.
Kate Beckinsale, yes.
Kate, the lovely Beckinsale, was in that movie. So that was a lovely time. Yeah, we're going to make this drink now.
We are.
Yeah, let's make this drink.
Let's make this drink.
This is a very simple drink. It's the kind of thing that...
green.
Actually, I was reading an article about it earlier. Some other girl was giving a recipe, and she's like, I don't even know why it's called the Pearl Harbor. She's like, but it's a great drink. Like, it's been around for so long, that people don't even understand that December 7th, 1941 was a bad day.
So I guess we didn't. Sorry, let me do this first before we.
That's good.
One more.
Good job, Mark.
You're welcome. So like, was the drink? Do we know any history on the drink as far as was this created prior to
No.
1941?
No.
Is that the year?
Yeah, I just said that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry. I wasn't paying
1941.
attention.
Now, my recollection, I didn't dig too deep into this because I didn't want to get into any depressing details and facts about this, other than the fact that apparently like 3,000 people were killed and 1,000 were wounded, and
Yeah, a bunch of people did.
Oh, of course. I mean,
Kinda started a war.
353 fighter jets. 353 came upon us in secrecy. Anyway, so I don't know. I think this
Someone look that up.
Yeah, just tell us quickly if this was named after that or not. You could look up, just do search for Pearl Harbor history. You'll probably get it that way.
Cocktail.
Now, this is the kind of drink that Kristen is continuing to semi-cleanse her life, which is why we're making only one drink.
It's true.
So for us, I mean, really,
I'm not doing juice cleanses.
yeah, she's just not having her own separate cocktail right now. Now, again, this
And
drink
we get-
itself, if you think about it, it's got the Midori in it, which is a melon-based liqueur, which is quite sweet, and then it's got pineapple juice. All right, so that's automatically going to be
super
sweet
sweet.
too. So this is the kind of drink. It's going to have probably more of a yellowish hue, if you will. If you want to get a little bit more greenish, you could add a little bit more Midori and a little less pineapple juice. So the recipes would say on this anywhere from 4 to 5 ounces. I went with 4 just to see if we can get more of the green and glowing effect.
Glowing.
Yeah,
like
it should be really glowing.
ecto cooler.
Also, I've seen recipes that say just put 1 ounce. 1 ounce of vodka. Obviously, that's a waste of our time. We put 2.
Always 2 ounces of the main liquor.
Now she's gonna really, really, really shake this. You
Oh,
get
we want frothy?
the best you can. If you had a pineapple wedge, you could also use that as a garnish. Pretty much anytime you have a drink that's semi-tropical and you have a pineapple wedge, you toss that thing on there.
Ready? Ooh, I think it's pretty green.
Oh, it's definitely green. It's green, it's frothy. The froth will die down, and then talk about measurements. That's perfect.
It is perfect.
Perfect in every way. Now, this is the kind of... It smells delightful, obviously. It's a
does.
sweet treat. It smells like melon. You know, what's interesting is we made this drink before. We didn't make this drink, actually. We made a Midori Sour. We both appreciated it and thought, damn, this is a sweet treat. It's a nice drink. It's a nice islandy drink. It doesn't get you too hammered. Now, this one at least has some booze in it. It's got 2 ounces. But this was the kind of thing that if you wanted to, you could also add club soda.
But the Midori Sour we did, we added vodka to it.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, we only had an ounce, though.
Only an ounce.
So look at it.
Look at
It's
that.
nice and green.
It's very pretty.
Yep, it is. Let's see.
And Midori comes in small bottles, so, and it's not really all that expensive. So if you like some fancy, sweet green treats, get a tiny bottle of Midori for yourself.
It's actually a little bit more boozy than I thought. You can actually taste more vodka in it. A little bit. I mean,
It's not as sweet as I
it's
anticipated.
not. No, it's not, because I probably, if you put the 5 ounces of pineapple juice, that might have done that. But we did 4. Obviously, we make the right choice.
It's delicious.
It is nice. It's a nice little drink.
I like it.
I like the fact that it's got 2 ounces. It's honestly the first Pearl Harbor I've had in my life.
I've had Pearl Harbor.
I never had a Pearl Harbor before.
I think Jim wanted us to make one
He did.
for a while.
Back in like April of last year. 1,000 years ago.
I always like to eat the cherry. It's delicious.
Josh Hartnett, Ben Affleck. Who's your preference?
Josh Hartnett.
Has to
I'm
be.
not a Ben Affleck
I
fan.
don't think anyone is these days after that tattoo on his shoulder. On his
I
back.
have.
On his back.
Like a phoenix on his back
Yeah,
or
it's
something?
ridiculous.
Looks like a dumbass.
Your mouth. So, Pearl Harbor, on a Pearl Harbor day, probably as appropriate as CWK has ever been.
Probably. Yeah.
Please send in, we have some Christmassy or holiday drinks. I'd like to stop making the cocktails for Christmas from the 10th to the end of the month. So, holiday cocktails, we're going to try to do that after this call. I'm going to take an inventory of our booze and try to make an order for some other ingredients so we can make that. So we need to get some Godiva chocolate. What else we needed to have the other day? So anyway, we're gonna get some
I
more.
don't remember.
We were gonna get some more ingredients to try to make some stuff. So look at your online. Look at some ideas and drinks that you think are cool. We wanted to make a mulled wine too the other day.
Oh yeah, we're gonna make like a grog or a glühwein. I don't know.
Glühwein. If any of you, has anyone that's on the line right now ever been to a Christmas market in Europe?
Also, Mike says that the Pearl Harbor cocktail was like invented in the 80s.
Yeah, that makes sense then. I'm not surprised about that.
It came way after the attack on the U.S. naval base.
John Voight is in the Pearl Harbor too.
He is?
Yeah.
We should watch that. Isn't it like 3 hours long though?
I don't know, but I mean, it's a historical movie that's obviously veered off and changed probably more into a love story than needs to be, but I'd still watch it again.
Yeah.
Actually, I watched the trailer of it this morning and I wanted to watch it again. I did watch the trailer. Remember, Keith doesn't have a job, so I was doing research for the show and knowing information. How else do you think I knew the 353 Japanese jets that came that day?
It sucks.
It's like all these kids playing baseball and stuff in the fields and having fun, and all of a sudden it's like, boom.
You're making it even more depressing. Talking about little kids playing baseball?
I didn't say that
I
they...
was just going to talk about like the actual military thing. What's the ship that's at the bottom?
Arizona? USS
Is that
Arizona?
Arizona?
I think so.
Ooh, candy cane martini.
Mm.
Doge.
Oh, didn't we see the one the other day?
Oh, yeah. Lisa.
Our neighbors, Lisa Gray,
Lisa
if you're
and
watching
Will.
or anything, if you're not, we're going to hit you up after this. And they made a peppermint candy cane chocolate martini or something the other day that they posted to the site.
A question?
Yeah.
Question. If you could be a guest on any late night talk show, what would it be?
CWK.
Current late night talk show or like old school? Mike says the Arsenio Hall show.
Him and his big finger.
I'd probably be on Jimmy Fallon because they always do something like weird and fun and entertaining. I find Jimmy Fallon hilarious. I know a lot of people find him annoying.
I mean, Letterman,
or
because he was a little bit crazier.
Yeah.
Fallon would get involved in doing things.
Maybe old school Johnny Carson.
Johnny Carson, when he had that lady who always came out with the animals, because I love the animals.
Oh, yeah.
What's her name? Joan Embry?
I don't know.
The one who always had like an apple. The monkey on her lap.
Mm-hmm.
What do you say? Oh, the
Mistletoe Manhattan. Mike O'Neill's sending a bunch of jokes.
Hey, send all these ideas.
And also
post them on the site so it's easier to look at than going back to the show.
Or just text us.
Yeah, send us the message. We gotta rate the drink.
Russ would be on Johnny Carson, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Old school.
Russ went to high school with Johnny Carson.
I would be on the Sonny and Cher show.
No.
It's like a variety show. Oh, where you have to rate this. I like it.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
It's actually less sweet than I anticipated it being.
If you know what you're getting into on this, I'm not going to give it an amazing score. It's like 7.3. I mean, it's a good drink.
I was going to give it like a 7.5.
I mean, I'm
nothing. Kind of a fan of it.
See, this is the mindset when you get into a lot of... I give it the rock score. Whatever. When you get into drinking some of these drinks... I put 7.4 for myself, even though I said 7.3. Even though you get into... You got to know what you're getting into. I knew Midori tastes like candy anyway.
But actually, the last two Midori drinks, which I think are the only two Midori drinks we've done, were not nearly as sweet as I anticipated.
This one's a better...
I think you add just a little club soda to that, and it's like out of this world.
By the way, kudos to Mike O'Neill for putting down that thing the other day.
The meme?
Yeah, of you making fun of you. And also, good job on the scores there, Mr. Durkin. We I don't know if you were on earlier, we were fluffing our daughters for being awesome in soccer. But this drink...
Make a Midori sour, kids.
I'm just saying,
Pearl
like
Harbor.
this,
I don't know
because of the fact that you're not going to just feel like you're having just a glass of pineapple juice because there's 2 ounces of booze in it.
And also it looks like Ecto.
And the fact that Midori's not strong, but it has 20% in it. So it's...
Really?
Yeah. I mean, it's stronger than you expect. So you're getting 3 ounces of actual alcohol in there, so you can have a drink and still feel like, oh, that's right.
Oh, because you know what? This is made with Japanese melons.
Yeah.
That must have something to do with the...
Go back and watch the show. We've already done this before. You went into this before. We talked.
That was like 100 years ago.
We did this.
I don't even know what I did yesterday. I made a turkey dinner yesterday. Is what I did, and I ate it all.
All right, so a great drink. I mean, a nice start to the Monday. It's as fitting as the day is long. The fact that we did whatever we just did, a Pearl Harbor on Pearl Harbor Day.
It's also your brother's anniversary.
My
Happy
brother's anniversary.
Happy anniversary, Michael and Shannon.
Yep. I already wished them that earlier today. Great day. It's a Monday.
I mean, it's shitty out, but...
Dreary. Nothing too exciting going on right now. I mean, the Patriots are the worst team in the world, but somehow they dominated the Chargers yesterday in a 45-0 win, which is kind of ridiculous. I wish they would stink and get a better draft pick. But
that was like old school Patriots.
Yeah, you would think Tom Brady was on too.
Wait, did Tom Brady play yesterday?
They're off this week.
They're off this week.
Yeah. All right, so anything else from the crowd? Another question or comment? As I said, send some drinks to us that you want to have for the holidays.
Eggnog Jello shots. Yep.
Lily took some eggnog and she's freezing it right now.
She's making ice cream out of eggnog.
She's going to have ice cream for it.
It's amazing.
It's actually a good idea.
Thank you guys for watching.
Stay safe and drink up. Happy Monday.
Happy Pearl Harbor Day.